Okay, so here's a little bit of a change. This is the Savior Equipment 55-inch double rifle backpack bag. This Savior Equipment you can get, in a lot of places, but they're one of the more popular brands on Amazon, and there'll be some links in the description to this specific bag. They offer it in black. This is the gray. My lighting's kind of suspect down here, so I don't know if you can tell what color it is. And they also do a flat dark earth and I believe an OD green version as well. The 55-inch is the purpose for me buying this bag, and I'll show you here in a minute. But this so far is the best 3-gun bag that I've seen. And I say best because it's really the only one that I've seen that's not outrageously expensive, and maybe the only one in general that I know of that comes in a 55-inch, which is long enough to hold a 3-gun purpose shotgun with a +9 extended mag tube. So I'll show you here in a second. I have the Stoeger M3K that is my new shotgun, and I got it very lightly used, and it came with a +9 extended mag, MOA extended mag tube right from, I purchased it with it on it. And so I didn't have a whole lot of say in the matter. I knew I wanted an extended mag tube. I didn't know that I necessarily needed +9, which gives you 13 + 1 rounds, but it had it, and I didn't want to replace it, so I wanted to find a bag that could fit it. And that gun with that tube is right at about 54 inches long. And so the 55-inch bag, I was hopeful that it would fit. I wasn't 100% sure it would, but everything that I read about it said yes, you do have 55 inches side to side. And so this gun goes in here, it's tight, and I have to kind of go diagonally because there's some padding that reduces the width just slightly maybe, but for the sake of not having to really stuff it in there, I go a little bit diagonally from one side to the other to give me a little bit extra length. So it fits good. I don't feel like I'm torquing on the gun too much to get it in there, and so it, for me, is the best bag for this purpose. I'm not quite to a point where I'm going to have a 3-gun cart, although I do have a cart in mind. When you have kids, you end up with some extra strollers, and I'll probably eventually convert one of those over. But for now, that's still being used for children, and so a bag is probably where I'm going to be at. And even if you had a converted stroller or a specific 3-gun cart, you still kind of need something to go, from your house to your car, or, go to just the range when you're not shooting 3-gun. Maybe you want to test some new loads for your really long shotgun. This is a good way to carry those guns when you don't have the cart with you, or stroller, or whatever it is. So I think even when I do have a cart for 3-gun, this will still be of pretty substantial use to me. So they're under $100. I think I paid 70 or 80 bucks for this, which is just a heck of a deal. The material's really good. I'm not worried about any of this outer material at all. The zippers seem to be pretty high quality. I am kind of stuffing this bag pretty tight when I have all 3 guns and ammo in here. So the zippers maybe, we'll see how they hold up, but they seem to be very good so far. And then this bag, gets really heavy, and it does come with, I'll kind of come around to the back here, backpack straps. These I would worry a little bit about. At full weight, it would be really hard for as heavy as this bag can get with 500 rounds of ammo and 3 guns in it. It would be really hard for anybody to make a strap built like this to hold, over a long period of time. But initial quality is really good. I can get it on my back, but I primarily, I might even take these backpack straps off because I primarily carry it by the two straps and just carry it alongside of me. And I don't wear it as a backpack. So the way I'm going to use it, I think it's going to hold up really well. And these are stitched in, you know, pretty securely. So I haven't felt like these straps are going to have any problem. But the backpack ones, I would worry about those on any bag with the amount of weight I'm putting in it, a bag of this size. But it's, you know, a bag like this, 55 inches, it's hard to get on your back anyways, even if the straps are perfect. So I don't really consider that a real big negative to this bag. I would say overall, the construction's probably an A if I was going to give it a grade. Maybe not an A+, but really, really good. So let's get into the actual storage here. I'm filming this by hand with my iPhone, so if it's a little wobbly, I apologize, but without a gimbal, this is probably the best way to do it. So, well, let's start in the front with the front, because this bag is going to kind of flap open when I look in the gun compartments. So let's start with the front on the left, and we'll move left to right. So you've got these two pockets. You've got all these MOLLE strips too, so you can add, or MOLLE loops. You can add all kinds of external storage here. You have it on the MOLLE connectors on both sides. And then you have on each side this zippered internal pocket. And so in here I've got my hearing protection, and I've clipped my glasses case to this strip. But this is a pretty sizable compartment. You know, you could do magazines in here. But I like to put kind of things that are non-shooting related, at least in this one, just because I want one pocket that I can put, like whether it's my phone or, like I said, hearing protection, eye protection, things I'm going to need at the range when I'm not in a place that I can have guns or ammo out. So I've kind of dedicated this pocket to that type of stuff. As we move to the right here, these front flat pockets are where I keep my ammo. So there's Velcro plus the clip. And so I kind of separate them out. I've got my handgun ammo, my pistol ammo, 9mm here. I think you can get at least 150, if not 200 rounds of 9mm. So 4 50 round boxes pretty easily in here. If you had a, you know, if you reload or whatever and you have those like clear plastic ammo boxes, maybe you could get 200 packs in here probably pretty easily if they're more of like the square sized ones. But plenty of ammo for a match. You know, most of the time they're requiring, you know, unless it's a big like 3-day match, which is a whole different beast, or 2-day match or whatever. But most 1-day club matches, which is what I'll be going to, 100 rounds is like the round count. And so if you have 150 to 200, that's plenty. So that'll fit all in here. So I like that. My middle one is where I put shotgun shells. So again, you're typically going to be, you know, the matches that I shoot probably, you know, 50 birdshot, and then, you know, some combination of slug and buckshot, maybe, or maybe it'll all be birdshot. But I can probably get 100 birdshot in here relatively easily. So I think right now I have 50 plus some slugs, but I think I can get 2 more 25 packs, you know, 25 round boxes on top here pretty easily. And if I lay them flat, I might be able to maybe even get more, but I think I can get at least 100 birdshot in here, potentially 100 birdshot plus a box or 2 of slugs. So, you know, if that was a box of slugs, box of buckshot, 100 birdshot, you know, that would be a tight fit, but I think you could do it. And if you couldn't, there's some extra internal storage, and I'll show you that in a minute. But, you know, if you're trying to get all your ammo out here for a match, You're tight here, but I think it's good. I think you could do it pretty easily. Other than how heavy it makes your bag. There's a Velcro strap here. I think that's for putting like a patch or like a name patch or whatever. They're tactical bags, so they've got like a badge patch there of Velcro. And so then last but not least, my rifle ammo, 100 223. This is 50, but I can get them in there flat, and I can put 2 boxes. So 100 rifle is going to handle the vast majority of your league or your local club 3-gun matches. And if you're in a bigger match, you're probably carrying a separate bag with ammo anyway. So, at least 100 rounds in here. They come with these, banded compression straps. And if you took those off, I've got them as loosened as they can get with how they were tied from the factory. If I tied this stop knot out at the end, or if I took this strap out entirely, I might be able to get 150 rifle rounds here, and 200 to 250 pistol rounds pretty easily there. You can this one doesn't have those, it does have the rubber strap, so you can probably increase your capacity over how I have it set up right now. But I think how I have it now, 90% of the matches I think I could run with ammo just in these 3 compartments and not have to carry any additional ammo. So that's pretty cool. There's a D-loop here if you needed to strap anything on, and again, MOLLE strips everywhere. And then on this end, another side pack, your side pocket, external pocket. So again, you could have more personal effects here if you wanted. I've got 2 rifle mags in here, just empty rifle mags. So that's kind of what I do with it. Fits 2 really nicely. So that's how I have those now. Eventually, I'd probably save this for personal effects and get a couple of, ELS MOLLE clips here, and then I could clip my mag pouches that clip onto my Safariland belt with ELS connection, quick detach system. And when I'm not using them, clip them to the outside of the bag here on either side. So eventually that's probably the way I'll go, is a female ELS MOLLE clip, and then put my belt attachments on the outside of this bag when I don't need them. So that's the external of the bag. I'm going to open up so you've got these 3 pouches, and then behind them you have another big pocket that is outside of the main rifle compartment. So this is where I put my handgun stuff and tools and things like that. So I'm going to open this up. It's probably going to flop down, so I've got some ammo in it. So mind the camera work. Actually, no, it's going to flip backwards because of all the ammo. So we'll open this up, and you can see what we have here. So here is where I keep my pistol. So you could potentially do 2 pistols here, but my Glock 35 adapted to 9mm is in this pouch by itself. You could put 2 guns in here, and I do occasionally. If you want a backup gun or whatever, sometimes I carry my carry gun in there for IDPA shooting, when I'm practicing. So sometimes I'll have 2 pistols here. This, which is, a second pistol pouch, this is where I put additional shotgun ammo. So right now with the new shotgun, I'm testing different loads. So I've got a couple 25 round boxes of shotgun shells in here. Normally in a match that would just be overflow if I had to get some extra room. But right now it's there because I'm testing different loads with my new shotgun. So I got the pistol pouches there. You've got one side pouch here that opens with this zipper. This is where right now I'm keeping pistol magazines in here. So I've got my ETS group transparent Glock magazines in there, and that's a big pocket. You could put a lot of stuff in there, but pistol mags is all I have in there right now. And then on this side, you've got a bigger top-loading pouch or pocket, and I've got a bunch of stuff in here. So I've got my little mobile cleaning kit. I've got my ETS cam loading for pistol and rifle in here. I've got some spare parts. I've got my little tool bag with extra choke for my shotgun, so shotgun chokes, tool bags, mag loaders, spare parts. You know, I was doing some range videos swapping out rifle parts, so I've got my bolt carrier and a carbine buffer and spring. I'm actually going to take those out because they don't live in there. But yeah, all kinds of stuff in this big pocket that you could fit in here. So that's that pistol pocket slash first set of internal storage. So I'm going to set the phone down here and close this up. Alright, so now for the main compartment. This is the double rifle compartment, or what I'm using it for, which is a rifle and shotgun. So right now I just have my shotgun in there. But you can see here the Stoeger M3K, which is a very common 3-gun competition shotgun, is in here. You can strap it in, and you can get the butt pad in the little slot there, but I just kind of tossed it in there after I was done shooting the other day. And so you can see here, standard magazine would end right here. I've got this big 13.1 magazine tube extension. It eats up this whole case. So this is actually not even in diagonal. And it fits in side to side in the bottom of this bag. So usually when I load it, I'll load it diagonal, and then it kind of, you know, it finds its way into that slot. But it doesn't have to bind or anything to get in there, so you get pretty much the full 55 inches side to side here, which is awesome. So the shotgun goes in here, and then you have a good, fairly thick quarter, half-inch padding. And then this would be where your rifle goes. So we got my rifle here, and you know, so you can get this in here pretty easily. Tons of extra room. I'll put my bipod in here, you know, on this side, and kind of latch it in because I don't need that last lash point for my rifle because it's short enough. And then, you know, you can tuck your butt pad in here and strap it in, so the rifle fits really good. So yeah, overall, this is a really good 3-gun case. I'll call it a beginner 3-gun case because it's cheap at under $100, and it gets you to the match, and it gets you from stage to stage, and you know, really, it's really all you need until you get real serious about the sport. You know, but as far as, you know, as bags go, it's beyond a beginner's bag because it's probably up there with being one of the best bags that's currently being made for 3-gun competition. Because it's one of the only ones that has enough size and storage to hold the big shotgun, hold all the rounds you need, and hold all the gear you need. You know, so it's one of the best, but it's a great beginner storage solution because once you get into it more, you're going to get a cart or convert a stroller or whatever you're going to do to get from stage to stage on a match. And this will just be kind of a range bag at that point, or getting you from your house to your car and then loading up your cart once you get to the match. But you know, a really good solution, a no-brainer for the money. And if you're looking for a way to transport, whether it's for 3-gun or just a range bag to hold a big long shotgun, plus a rifle, plus some more guns and all your ammo, just a one bag that you can grab and go to the range, this Savior 55-inch double rifle bag is a fantastic choice.